Pillow time. And eye roller time. Thought I was gonna get up at 5 and I didn't. Another failure today. Well, not a failure. I'm just, my daughter got hurt at camp yesterday, so I've been like really contemplating. I don't know. I have to pick her up later because I told her she should stick out for the rest of the day. Excuse me, the rest of the mini camp, and now I'm just like was tossing and turning all last night. Anyway, making my coffee. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna do live again. I'm trying again. If you're tuning into my lives, I'm trying to build my watch hours up, and the live streams seem to be doing that more than my regular videos. So here we are. So we are making coffee. Okay. Interesting username. We are making coffee with Costello. I pack it into the mocha pot. I'm gonna do some leads for writing leads. I'm trying to get more stand-up spots. I haven't had yeah, I need to get more stand-up spots for sure. Hello. Okay. What's your motivation when things are not going the way you'd like to in your business? Hello, good morning. How's your day going today? Going well. It's just started. What's your motivation when hello? What's your motivation when you have oh, hold on guys, hang on. What's the motivation when it feels like, you know, you're hitting a wall with leads and everything else, and it's like you need to pump it up a little bit, you know? I should have gotten up at 5. Didn't. I'm mad at myself. So that's like, what's the motivation for me not to get up at 5 a.m.? There was definitely like a feeling of what's the word? It's like a procrastination feeling, right? That we get, and we just want to stay in bed and not get up. And I don't want that. I need the opposite of that, because what I want to do in the next couple of months is going to require tons of focus, tons of discipline, and structure. I want to make more money, and I want to sell my series, even not just sell it to a network, film more episodes, and have the funding to film that. So, for what I want to do in the next couple months, I need the habit and ritual to be getting up at 5. Sorry, I need is it the habit to get up at 5 a.m., the ritual to be writing every day, I wanted to see my boyfriend again last night because we don't have our kids. We didn't have our kids for both days, but he was working, and I was like feeling like a little. I didn't want to push the fact. Maybe I'm going live too much now because now there's like no views. Well, to start the day, I want coffee. And of course, water. Santa Rosa plum or not? It's not Santa Rosa plum. My mom loves Santa Rosa plums. But Jersey. So what I was doing a bet with my daughter is that like, if I don't get up at 5 a.m., I owe you $1 in Robux every day. No, it's adding up. So I think it's like now it's up to like almost $10. Oh, it's hot. Nirvana, this is my boyfriend's t-shirt. Hi, Nicholas. Sweet shirt, yeah. I took it from my boyfriend's. Well, I didn't take it. He gave it to me because I had to wear something. How bad? Had a girl. So what's your motivation when you're not feeling motivated? Mine is money. I mean, that's a good motivation, right? Money. Oops. I just have PT today, and I'm going to cancel it because my premium is high. Oops, I just spilled all my milk. We're good, man. Yeah, of course. So I was talking to you guys on the live late last night. Hoping for that 8,000 views to come back that I had that one lucky live. I don't know, maybe I take a night off of the live streams and see what happens tomorrow. I swear I downloaded the opening clip of my podcast to my my drive, and it's not there, and I have to go looking for it now. But I got a few things I have to do before that. Are you caught into any bad weather? No. Why? Sunny out. I'm doing an awesome job here, I guess. I am. Thank you. When you have no motivation, you have very reasons to go on existing with the sentence. Man does not live by reasons alone. Also, okay. Nirvana. You want to see Nirvana shirt? Well, I'm saying when I was gonna get up at 5 a.m. and I didn't. I am a comedian. And to write, and then to also do my avails and my leads. There are storms around the world. I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow. No, nobody said that. I love all men. And okay. And that is some good coffee. You know Estelle is some good coffee right here. Boom. That's right. So I'm gonna do some leads, and I'm also going to I'm gonna reach out to distributors, production companies, to see if I can partner with them in bringing more episodes of Divorce Diaries to you, of the scripted series, and also my new show, Her Night Out. So I have a ton of stuff to get done, and I'm going to also cancel my PT today, which I shouldn't be doing, but I'm going to do it because I feel, I don't know, I don't want to go into the office and deal with this woman. Also, it's $50, and I know it's only $50, but I don't know, my brain. Okay. Those Italian coffee machines make great coffee. So simple, too. The mocha pot, yeah. I love the mocha pot. Yeah, so what's your motivation when you're not motivated? I mean, is it to like, it's the habit, right? It's like you need to get up and do a habit that gets you motivated. And for me, it's like, that's where I think I'm lacking. I know, but like, there's 10 of you in here. Can we get the likes up to 10? Thank you. Well, what motivates me is to get a win, right? My daughter's work motivates me, seeing her succeed in gymnastics. But in the industry of entertainment, we need to find these wins because that's what's going to get us up every day and motivated to write and do our work. And I just felt like I didn't feel great this morning. I don't know. I gotta get my ass up and moving. Maybe do a little stretching. I'm in my room to stretch. That's another thing. I always feel like stretching and moving your body helps you a little bit, you know? For sure. And as I notice all the crumbs on my floor and I want to vacuum them up, and I think to myself, okay, but then we're gonna get distracted. How are you? I'm good. Dance used to be a big part of my morning routine because I would teach it at this time. And then I stopped during the pandemic. Now, I'm wondering if I should go back to doing it somehow because I love it. I'm a dancer, you know? Dance and comedy, performing. First position, plie. First position, plie 4 times, right? But if we did those as our lives in the morning. Second position, plie. What does it say? Wow, I joined and see. Hi. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what the comments are, but we're gonna just kind of remove any kind of hate stuff. There's no need for it. Yeah, good food, fresh air, peaceful sleep, moderate exercise is all you need. I don't. Good morning, my favorite East Coast comedian. Thank you. That's a nice comment. Yeah, like movement. Like if you do, these are just called battements, and you just do 8 in a row. I kept saying to myself, you should just do 8 battements in a row, right? See how that motivates your morning. Yay. Left side, 1. I mean, it did used to get my morning going really well, especially if we were choreographing dances, and I think I somehow have to get back to that. But I do love the mornings I have here because I'm just like alone and writing. I like doing the live streams to build off my audience and get these watch hours up so that I can monetize off my channel. That's income for my business, and I need that. So that's what I'm hoping it will do. The amount of crap on my floor right now. So, well, yeah, that's my job as a performer. Okay. Let's do some final thoughts here. Have I always been a funny person? Yeah, I believe so. Did I read this to you guys from, I think I did, my favorite book, Power of One More. Let's just read an excerpt from it today because I have been slacking on reading. That's another thing I'm supposed to be doing, is reading all my books that I have over there. At least one a day. I mean, no matter what I have to read per day and I have to write. I'm not being held accountable for any of that. I don't know. Okay. So, this is an excerpt, good day, Bobby, from The Power of One More by Ed Milet, The Ultimate Guide to Happiness and Success. I love Ed Milet. He's a great motivational speaker. I love him. Okay. One more inconvenience. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Here's a simple but compelling fact about the way the world works. Convenience and greatness cannot coexist. They are diametrically opposed forces. If you can accept that many of the great things you want in life will be inconvenient from start to finish, you're well on your way to becoming a one more thinker. Inconveniences are the challenges you must overcome to have a shot at accomplishing anything significant. So let's just hear that for a second. Inconveniences are the challenges you must overcome to have a shot at accomplishing anything significant. So there we go. Being up at 5 a.m., I'm tired. Might be inconvenient, but that's something I need to get to where I need to be. These inconveniences can be anything from, and he says it in the second line, ironically, getting up at 5 a.m. to make a 7 a.m. meeting with your professor when you're working on your master's degree, or running 75 miles a week to prep for your first marathon, even though your feet are on fire because they're covered with blisters. It could be going through 4 months of morning sickness before you give birth, or putting in 60 hours a week to be a top salesperson for your company. Paying the price of inconvenience is no guarantee you'll succeed. Interesting. But if you don't inconvenience yourself and confront the difficult things in front of you, you'll have no chance at ending up where you want to be in life. I am not from Israel. I'm Italian, actually, but and right now we're discussing what motivates you when you're not motivated. Because I didn't get up at 5 a.m. to write, and I need to get my shit together because I really need to be getting up at 5 a.m. every day to write and do work for my business, for Divorce Diaries, to really grow and succeed. And the reason why I didn't get up is because I just was feeling certain things in my feelings about silly things. I make you want to be a better man. That's great. And I also, my daughter had gotten hurt at camp yesterday, drove all the way out there, came back. She's stayed there. I kind of encouraged her to stay, and she is injured. So I'm like feeling a certain way. Just want to bring up, this is the only actual physical trophy I got for Divorce Diaries. I have won 2 other awards that have trophies, but I have to order them. So if anybody wants to donate to the show for me, if you like the content, you can do so through, just put the link in there, buymeacoffee.com. I'll show you right now. Hold on, it's Buy Me a Coffee. buymeacoffee.com/Michelle Trina. I'm going to put it in the chat. Or you can Venmo, Cash App, Divorce Diaries. So this is... And we don't have any more subscribers today. That's okay. Let's do this. Content live. Hi, Spaghetti Productions. It's pretty cool. All right, you can do it. I'm doing it right here. Okay. So read a little bit more, and then off to the day. Okay. Embracing inconvenience is a way of life. Thinking about the most extraordinary things you've been blessed with in your life. Chances are they started as something inconvenient. Chances are they started as something, a championship you won, adding 25 pounds of muscle while lowering your body fat by 50%, earning a raise or a promotion at work. You sacrificed some parts of your life to reach these goals. Even if you did so willingly, those sacrifices came with some degree of inconvenience attached to them. However, on the other side of all those amazing accomplishments are the most exceptional memories, events, relationships, and possessions in your life. That's why, as unusual as it may seem, if you want a fulfilling and blissful existence, you must embrace inconvenience as a way of life. Let me pose this question to you. If you have a daily, weekly to-do list, if you have a daily or weekly to-do list, how do you attack that? Often, to make ourselves feel like we're accomplishing something, we'll do the easy things first. That's because doing the easy stuff is usually recommended and in some cases celebrated. Celebrate if you want, but all you're doing is celebrating being average and ordinary. What if you started attacking your day by doing the most difficult and inconvenient things first? Not first things first or feared things first. Start by doing difficult and inconvenient things first. Doing hard things builds character. It separates you from the pack. When you do hard, challenging, and inconvenient things, you'll soon realize your biggest, best, and most amazing dreams are on the other side of the tallest hills you must climb. I'm reading an excerpt from one of my favorite books, The Power of One More, because Divorce Diaries is my brand, is my baby, the current goal is to film more episodes of the scripted series and to potentially put it on a bigger network and to distribute the pilot more places. And I feel like I'm hitting a roadblock with a lot of things. I feel like I'm not getting enough time on stage. I'm, getting some auditions, but I'm not getting a lot, and I'm not booking them. I should say I'm getting auditions. That's a good thing, but I don't have an agent anymore, so I'm like not getting as many TV or film auditions. So working on that. And I'm sharing what I need to do to motivate my day with you guys, because I'm also building my watch hours on my YouTube channel and seeing what works by sharing the journey, the post-divorce journey, my divorce diaries. Okay. It's not the correct mindset to put pressure on yourself to do inconvenient things either. You also need to enjoy doing them. I guarantee you will be a much happier person in the end. Satisfaction and self-esteem come from accomplishing inconvenient tasks. Would we have seen anything you've acted in? Possibly. If you've really searched it, yeah. I mean, Divorce Diaries is on Prime. So let me show you on that one. And also maybe some of the commercials I've done. So this is my special. Is it not letting me share it? What's happening here? Here, let me just show you something. Oh, damn. It's not letting me share it. Oh, it doesn't let you share it. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then you could also go to my pilot. And let's see. There you go. All right. So instead of embracing the inconvenient, most of us avoid it. The unfortunate byproduct is that we never fully realize what we're capable of and who the best version of ourselves is. I don't want that to be me. Good morning. I want to embrace the inconvenient and tackle everything. The relationship between inconvenience and controversy. When you decide to do something great with your life, get ready. You're going to be controversial. Controversy is inconvenient. Inconvenience ruffles feathers. Going with the flow, kicking back, and chilling means you'll never take any heat. You'll never be uncomfortable. You'll never be inconvenienced. But you'll also never do anything great either. If you're a leader of any sort, whether a CEO, a captain of a team, or even a leader in your family, you must challenge those under you to do uncomfortable and inconvenient things as well. It's the only way you'll achieve greatness too. As a leader, it's part of what you're charged with doing. Great leaders are often great mentors. You mentor people by getting them to become one more thinkers and do inconvenient things that will create personal and professional growth. You must create a culture in your company, your team, or your own family of doing unknown, demanding, and inconvenient things. If you're diligent in this area, the collective results will be stunning. I hope that's right. Because I feel like I did that yesterday with my daughter. Good morning. Now, take those short-term accomplishments and apply the variable of time. Think about the possibilities when you stack up 1 month, 1 year, or a decade's worth of doing inconvenient things. When you can build a habit of doing inconvenient things into your life over time, can you imagine how amazing your life will be? Trying to figure that one out. The relationship between inconvenience and greatness. Your biggest dreams never materialize if you gravitate toward convenience. Getting up at 7 as opposed to 5. Convenience your optimum health to not coexist. Your ideal relationship is never born out of convenience. If you want to be wealthy, the path to a bigger bank account will be incredibly challenging and by no means convenient. When you live a life of convenience, you're at odds with living a life of greatness. If anything has come to you in a particularly easy way, you may like the result, but you will never not savor it as much as something else you had to struggle and fight to achieve. Our minds are not only hardwired solely to seek comfort and convenience. For many of us, we've also hardwired to ease up on the gas when we think we've gotten to where we want to be with some part of our life. We often tell ourselves we want only the best outcomes, and we may even try to design a life that appears to point to a higher level. But in reality, we often create processes to avoid inconvenience and conflict. When we do this, we're steering ourselves toward a life that already exists. A little confused by that one, but okay. To further justify our efforts, we even enlist others to confirm we're on the right path. Those people often collude with us in our self-deception. So I don't know if that means like telling yourself you should pause on a dream you have because of money, or what? I always try to take the road of like, go for it, you know? Don't beat yourself up if this sounds like you. It happens to a lot of people more often than not. We also compare ourselves to others instead of drawing on our own values and capabilities. Yep, I'm a very big component of that. Mimicking others is an act of convenience. When we become leaders of our own lives, we don't copy anyone. We recognize our journey as ours alone. It's okay to draw on others as sources of inspiration and knowledge. In fact, it's essential. However, you must be mindful enough to know where to draw the line. You must figure out how to cherry pick the right information and use it to your fullest advantage. That's not to say you shouldn't make your life more convenient, but you must understand the role of convenience plays in achieving your highest level goals and setting your highest level standards. It requires fighting your pre-existing habits of working toward convenience and replacing those habits with centered around results. So this is the key point here. How to cherry pick the right information and use it to your fullest advantage. That's not to say you shouldn't make your life more convenient, but you must understand the role convenience plays in achieving your highest level goals and setting your highest level standards. It requires fighting your pre-existing habits of working toward convenience, not getting up at 5 a.m., and replacing those with habits centered around results. Getting up at 5 a.m. Has that proved results? I don't know. We're going to see. It does. It has. Those results are the end product of thinking about what you value, applying a standard that aligns with those values, and producing an outcome that thrusts you forward to a more remarkable and authentic life. Best-selling author Haruki Murakami put it best when he said, "Your work should be an act of love, not a marriage of convenience." If you're only interested in reaching a level of convenience, you'll achieve a lot less than doing whatever it takes when you're committed to a higher level of greatness. If you're only interested in reaching a level of convenience, you'll achieve a lot less than doing whatever it takes when you're committed to a higher level of greatness. Okay, back to working and writing. Please watch my pilot on Prime. Please feel free to donate to the show. If you want to see more episodes, I need productions. I need like production costs to be filled. Also, if you like the content, feel free to donate or just like and subscribe. Here's to a productive day, and challenging yourself to inconvenient things will help you get to your next goal. And what's your motivation when you're not motivated? What keeps